Welcome to our show, Vegan Chef Miyoko Schinner's Vegan Meat Recipes, part of them. In 2012, she hosted 3 seasons of Vegan Mashup Cooking Show aired on the Public Broadcasting Service, PBS, an American public broadcaster and television program. In 2014, vegan chef Miyoko Schinner founded Miyoko's Creamery by merging modern food technology with old creamery methods using wholesome plant-based milk. In just a few short years, Miyoko's Creamery vegan products can be found in thousands of stores across the USA, Australia, Canada, South Africa, Hong Kong, and Singapore. She says, "I founded Miyoko's Creamery to inspire compassion for all living beings through the joy of food and the positivity of plants." In 2015, one of her vegan cookbooks, The Homemade Vegan Pantry, was named one of the best vegan cookbooks by Good Housekeeping magazine. In 2018, vegan chef Miyoko Schinner was recognized as a vegan revolutionary by the United Nations in its The Future of Women Global Initiative. And in 2021, she was recognized in the 50 over 50 project, an initiative highlighting the diverse voices and work of 50 female entrepreneurs over the age of 50 by Forbes magazine, a highly influential publication in the United States. Without further ado, let's meet vegan chef Miyoko Schinner.
Hi everyone, I'm Miyoko Schinner of Miyoko's Creamery. I am so delighted to be here with you. Hello, Supreme Master Ching Hai. Thank you for having me back on your show, talking to your worldwide audience. I have a farmed animal sanctuary. I have pigs that like to have their bellies rubbed, not eaten. They are so cute. They're so loving. They're so smart. And I don't really want to think about what happens to them. What we want to do is create people that are compassionate towards animals. And one of the best ways to do that is by making delicious vegan food and show people how not only delicious and healthy these foods are, but that you too can be part of a movement that is creating a more compassionate world. So with that in mind, I want to show you how to make a vegan pulled pork from my latest book, the Vegan Meat Cookbook, that doesn't exactly taste like pork, but it has every bit of that satisfaction and umami and chewy quality that people are looking for. This is one of those foods that can help people transition to a healthy, sustainable, compassionate vegan diet. So let's get started. First, I want to introduce you to these king trumpet mushrooms, a type of oyster mushroom. We have soy sauce, olive oil, maple syrup, and smoked paprika. The first thing we're going to do is shred these mushrooms with a fork to create sort of the texture or look of what you might see or think is pulled pork. I'm going to cut the bottom off here. The bottom is a little hard to shred. And you want to pull this all the way through. And don't worry if they fall apart like that. We're going to be cutting these up later anyway. They sort of look like pork. They sort of look like crab. So you can season these differently by using seaweed and turn this into sort of a crab alternative. And I guarantee you can win anybody over with these. Even the most ardent meat lovers will love this version of vegan pulled pork. Once you cook them up, you can keep them in your fridge for several days. We're making a vegan carnitas tacos with this, but you can put them in enchiladas. You can toss them with pasta. We're ready to move on to the salsa. So let me introduce you to the ingredients. I've got tomatoes, jalapenos, lime and cumin. Who could ask for anything more? Well, how about some cilantro? These are tomatoes that we put over the open flame. We did this over just a gas burner to get the tomatoes brown, charred, blackened on the outside, so they start to get really, really juicy and delicious. And you're adding a little bit of that wonderful charred flavor. You can do this in a food processor, but I kind of like the rough texture of just chopping it up by hand. We've got salsa, delicious salsa, with lots of flavors. Woo! See, that's the drum set clanging there. Who could ask for anything more? Just go vegan, it's the greatest. Be friends with animals, it's the latest. All right, so same thing with the jalapenos. We charred them over the open flame, remove the seeds, mince these up. We're gonna put half a lime in here. Whole cumin, maybe about a half a teaspoon. Sea salt. And finally, some fresh cilantro.
/download.
Welcome back to our show, Vegan Chef Miyoko Schinner's Vegan Meat Recipes, Part 1 of 2. Vegan carnitas tacos filled with king trumpet mushroom pulled pork.
The king trumpet mushrooms have been marinating for about 10 minutes and they've softened up and shrunk a little bit. They look a lot juicier. So I've got a pan heating here and we're going to put some olive oil here in the bottom and we're going to cook the mushrooms until they're super, super brown. All right, so we'll get the mushrooms in there. Oh boy, they smell delicious. Oh, you can hear that sizzle. You want to get the oil nice and hot. Otherwise, it'll be hard to brown these. I don't want to overcrowd the pan because I do want these to brown. In the meantime, I have a cast iron pan here, ready, nice and hot, so I can heat up my tortillas. So they're going right in here and take a few minutes to cook. While that's cooking, we're going to prepare the rest of the toppings for the vegan carnitas tacos. And we're just going to slice these radishes up very, very thinly. Now, what do you do with the radish tops? Don't throw them away. They make such great pesto. And they're also mild if you steam them or cook them. Let's just check on the tortillas. You don't want them to get watery or waterlogged, which is why you want to keep the heat high. Don't stir them all the time because you want them to sit to brown. They've shrunk a little bit, so I'm going to add the rest right here. I'm getting very impatient looking at these browning so beautifully. I'm going to take a taste, even though they're not ready. So delicious. The cold tortillas are very stiff like this. Heating up the tortillas is what will revive them and make them soft and pliable so you can fold them for any dish. I'm going to add a little bit more smoked paprika. Some smoked paprikas tend to be smokier than others, so it all depends on the brand you use. Look at how beautiful and brown they're getting. There's no liquid in the pan. We don't want any liquid. We just want them chewy, succulent, smoky, delicious. Okay, they just need another minute. Now I'm going to throw the cashews in here. And they're going to add this wonderful sweet crunch, which will make the smokiness so perfect. So we're going to cook this for another couple of minutes until the cashews have also absorbed some of that wonderful flavor and have begun to get slightly.
50 grams of king trumpet mushrooms, 1/2 cup of roughly chopped raw cashews, 3 tablespoons of soy sauce or tamari, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of maple syrup, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika. Vegetable oil for sautéing, such as olive, sunflower, canola, avocado, or grapeseed. For the salsa, the ingredients are 2 charred tomatoes, 1 charred jalapeno, 1/2 lime, 1/2 teaspoon of whole cumin, sea salt to taste, some fresh cilantro, smoked paprika, optional.
For more information about vegan chef Miyoko Schinner, her vegan products, and her vegan cookbook, please visit miyokos.com.
I'm vegan because of climate change. The Honorable Darren Jones, vegan.
Kind viewers, we hope you have enjoyed watching our show, and we thank vegan chef Miyoko Schinner for sharing her delightful vegan recipes with the world. Please join us next Sunday for part 2 of the show, when Chef Miyoko Schinner will show us how to make the delicious vegan prosciutto from her latest The Vegan Meat Cookbook. Up next is Supreme Master Ching Hai's thoughts on the urgent situation in Ukraine, part 4 of 8, on Between Master and Disciples, right after noteworthy news. May the eternal love of the Providence illuminate your heart and soul.
For free international vegan recipes and for language availability, please visit suprememastertv.com/VEG and suprememastertv.com/schedule.
For more